Let's go.
Wait, I need 10 seconds of silence now.
Why Julie's portions are so small.
That's my lunch.
Jade's concerns about Julie's diet come to a head.
Julie, there's one thing now that I need to say.
Right.
You don't live off what I've been given so far and got yourself, 24 stone in weight from this sort of thing.
That's right, that's what I would have for my lunch.
You'd have 2 cheese and onion rolls?
Yes. I don't eat like a pig every day, like people seem to
Julie,
think
I'm not
I do.
being funny, but you're 24 stone.
You know what? Hold on. I'll say it in Romanian. You know what? When English people say, I'm not being funny, it cracks me up. That kills me. That fucking kills me. Okay.
Like,
but
even though this is funny, I'm not trying to be.
But it is.
Damn.
Let's keep it 100. It is. But, no. What the lady said is so valid. Now, I don't know.
Oh, the lady who doesn't eat much, right? That is valid. Like, you don't eat much, you just get fat with air. Very valid. Top or notch.
Clearly.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I know. My point is, how much is 1 stone? I have no idea. I'm gonna pull up the conversion rate because
I know I have 17 stones, I think.
Yeah. Oh, 17 stones. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's a bit. Ooh. Pause. Insufficient space on card. BRB, folks.
Jesus.
Don't...
Should I stop on my end?
No, don't stop it. Just
Okay.
let it roll, because then after that you're gonna say another 10 seconds of silence.
Yes.
And I'm like, no, bro. We're not doing that.
Yeah, because the 10
I just
seconds
need
is...
to erase.
Okay.
Okay, we are back in action. We had some,
Back.
midway technical difficulties, but we're
So
back.
Matrix attacks, it happens.
Yes, the Matrix, bro. I'm telling you, it's the Matrix every single time. But
So,
anyway, moving on.
they
So,
attacked us because we want to fight fatness.
That is so valid. That is literally the one reason. Because, bro, think about how much money like the fast food industries actually bring. They bring a lot. If you wouldn't have them, that's a significant cut. But
That is true.
going
that is
aside, bro, this, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like saying this, but this lady's delusional. Like, straight up, I know for a fact that you don't just eat 2 cheese rolls like that or whatever, sausage rolls, onion rolls, whatever the she calls them, and you get to that weight. Brother, you need to be engorging on an extensive period of
I
stage.
disagree with you. And let
I
me tell
don't.
you why.
Nuh-uh.
Because if you eat a ton of those a day, then you will get fat.
Valid. Okay, fine. You know what? That's so valid. That's so valid.
Man,
'Cause you know
what
what?
are those?
Even
Those
though
are
there's
just carbs.
Yeah,
But,
and actually, it's a shit ton of fat. Because the way they're cooked
Yeah.
is that they're just basically deep fried in oil. So
in grease.
Yep. And then you have like a tiny amount of protein, maybe. So even those, they seem innocent, but to the untrained eye, they are very dangerous. If you engorge, you have to engorge consistently into some really shitty food in order to get to this level of wham. Because I don't even know if I can call it anything else. Just level of wham. And it's just sad because most people, bro, they look unrecognizable after like a solid change. A solid like point A to point Z change. They look unrecognizable. It's almost like they're different people. It's crazy.
Do you have any pictures with your journey? Because I didn't change that much.
Yes, I do.
But do you have any pictures with yours?
Yes, I do. Well, relative.
That is good.
I have some like before. I didn't take one directly at the moment when I started, just because I thought I didn't think see where it would go. But I do have like some before and then afters, and I will put up some on the screen right now so you guys can see as well. Matt's real proud of how far he's come. But yeah, Dennis, you that consistency is key. You don't get wham overnight, and you don't get wham overnight either. If you catch my drift.
Yeah, it takes some dedication to get that fat or that good looking.
Exactly. That's my point. Exactly, that's the case. But yeah, the thing is, I also understand the delusion aspect as well. Because when you're at that stage, you don't want to say that it's your fault.
Yeah.
Because most fat people, whether they would like to admit it or not, deep down, they know that this is not the way they would want to live. But at the same time, it's difficult to also take accountability for what they've done up to that point. It's tough, and nobody wants to be that guy that says, yeah, it was all me. I led to this creation. Like, nobody wants to be that guy. So I get both sides, but I'm also leaning on the side of, bro, wake the f up, start going in, and you're gonna see changes. If not now, if not next week, at least next month or in the next 2 months. In my opinion, it takes only like a solid, concentrated 2 months for you to do this properly.
Yes. Could I just mention that the main reason that people get fat is the diet. It's not so much so the lack of exercise. That sure contributes to it. But it's usually the diet. And currently we have a very carbohydrates focused diet going around.
Listen, you wouldn't actually. I'm gonna like, the carbohydrates are bad, but it's also like the fats. You have no idea how much fat is in like ultra processed food. If you actually read the labels, you realize that there's a lot more fat. You don't even need that much fat to actually cook. If you have like a decent pan, and I do love my granite pan, which is fantastic because it doesn't stick, but it's also not Teflon, so it's kind of like the best of both worlds essentially. So you only need like one thin slice of butter, and you can cook some seriously good chicken in that with
personally fat. I prefer olive oil better.
Okay, bro. Sure. Okay, bro. Anyway, passing that point aside, the point that I was trying to get at is that there is a lot of fat in sandwiches, there is a lot of fat in like sweets, there is a lot of fat in processed foods, which a lot of people really like. Now, don't get me wrong, I do love me some KFC, but best believe that I'm taking it into account when I eat it. What I mean by that is I will do a rough approximation, and actually KFC have done something really based recently where they actually show the calorie count of each meal, so you can kind of throw it into your calorie count.
Isn't that something that like every major restaurant does, like every chain does?
Not as much as you think it does.
Subway does it, Mac should do it. I'm pretty sure it does it.
Yes, but I'll be honest with Subway, they do it very vaguely. Because they say, yes, Hearty Italian has 187 kilocalories. I'm like, okay. The 6-incher? The foot long? Per 100 grams? What? Like, that's what I mean. Like, KFC is like very specific about it, which is what I like. But anyway, point aside, I don't think we're taught enough about nutrition in order to be able to avoid
that's what I wanted
choices.
to touch on. Yeah, that's what I wanted to touch on. Education, in my opinion, is a big part of this issue. Why? Because man, we were taught about the pyramid of foods, the fact that you're supposed to eat
the pyramids of
healthy amount of carbs. What? It's scam.
I think it's a scam because it says that a lot of carbs, and it says to avoid meats, and that's just ass backwards to what it actually should be. Look it up.
Now it depends. It depends. So if you look at the pyramid, everything should be included: a little bit of meat, a little bit of eggs, a little bit of milk, a little bit of carbs, and lots of veggies. That was the big part, lots of veggies. But
okay,
I don't know what you like. If you exaggerate with meat, it can lead to bad things in your intestine. There are studies about that. Now, Jordan Peterson is in the carnivore diet now, where he only eats meat.
There's layers to this shit. I don't suggest that. But what
I'm happy to say that he's still alive.
Most people are protein starved, is what I'm trying to say.
I agree, yes.
Like most people are protein starved to an nth degree. Do you know you should consume to like maintain / build optimal muscle? You should have at least a gram of protein per pound of body weight. Actually, that's the maximum, but point still stands. And I try to get around that threshold daily. And most people, maybe they have like 1 chicken breast a day, and that's their protein for the day. That's nowhere near enough. And then
how much meat do you eat? Just for curiosity, because I want to see how much.
400 grams of chicken breast daily.
So like half a kilo, pretty much.
Yeah, half a kilo. And then throw in some eggs as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do hit my threshold.
Yes, my boy. But there's also other thresholds you hit, which is...
I know. There's also other thresholds that I'm hitting. And I'm overheating, I'd say.
You're excelling, as they say. You are congratulationing at that point.
Exactly. Well done is way past where I've been.
Exactly. But no, this is the point. People need to kind of wake the up and realize that your diet is important, because when you get older, it shows. And at the same time, if you've also taken care of yourself, it shows. Now, I'm gonna give a shout out. I'm gonna give a shout out to homegirl Monica Bellucci. Bro, over the years, okay, sure, you can tell she's aged, but she's aged well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure if you've seen her, but she's aged excellently. Excellently.
Aging like fine wine. But the thing that I wanted to say is, man, I was walking down the street with my ex. We were still together. And I saw this old couple. I was like, man, they look good. Both him and her. Jesus Christ.
Bro, that's goals. That's goals right there.
Yes, that is goals. That is goals. Man, when I saw them, I was like, I want to age like him.
Damn right.
And she doesn't look bad for her age either.
And that is mad. That's the type of level that everybody should aspire to, because the reason why people become incapacitated when they become old to the point where they can't get out of bed is because the muscle decline that they have just goes essentially way too high. You end up not having muscle, so you literally can't lift yourself up. Like, that's one of the biggest things, and people are not talking about it. If we want to age well, we gotta train. Is what I'm trying to say.
But there is just thank you.
I think we've had enough. I think we had like a solid discussions, enough interruptions, too many matrix attacks. Have a lovely day. Like, comment, subscribe.